Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Whoa, bummer.
Well, at least you get to see your insurance agent, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Sure, my car got struck by lightning, but my Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, Mike, is gonna help me figure it out. So awesome. Oh, here he is. Big Mike!
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent helps guide you through the process, so you don't have to go it alone.
Sharing happiness, displaying confidence, and promoting health. Your smile does a lot for you.
And at Riverstone Dental, we make smiles happen.
Across 2 locations at Riverstone Dental, our compassionate dentists and caring staff provides unparalleled care to patients of all ages. Using the latest technology and procedures, we offer an extensive list of general dentistry services. Whether you're stopping in for your routine cleaning and checkup, or you need restorative care, including implants, crowns, bridges, and more, we'll provide quick, comfortable care. Additionally, we perform orthodontic procedures as well. With traditional metal braces or the convenient Invisalign system, we can help you perfect your beautiful smile. Riverstone Dental. We make smiles happen.
At Belmont, your career starts in the classroom. With 16 career and technical education programs, we are the home of the biggest collection in Adams and Wells County. From arts to trade to business. We are Belmont. Good at learning, good at life.
Modern meets classic with the new Amara Stone Wedding Band collection at Richard's Jewelry. Made in the USA with recycled metals, these rings mix traditional gold with new contemporary metals for a sleek, edgy look and design. Life gets tough, but so are these industrial wedding bands featuring Benchmark's lifetime guarantee. Richard's Jewelry, your exclusive Amara Stone dealer in downtown Berne. At FM Investment Services, we continue to serve and advise our clients with dedication and experience, and our team includes 2 registered investment professionals. Leif Lickinger, with over 30 years of experience helping clients navigate their financial journeys, and Lori Garwood, bringing more than 25 years of investment expertise to the table. Together, Lee and Lori are committed to helping you achieve your financial goals, and supporting them is Tina Marbaugh, administrative assistant, who has 4.5 years of experience in the investment field. Call us today, 260-368-9939 to schedule your consultation. FM Investment Services, experience you can trust, advice you can count on.
At Moser Motors, we got you covered. From plug-in hybrids to full electric vehicles.
From small trucks to the F-150, all the way up to Super Duties, Moser Motors has got you covered.
From small SUVs to mid-size SUVs, up to large SUVs, Moser Motors has you covered.
And be sure to come in and check out our lineup of Lincolns.
Heavy-duty mechanics trucks with welders, air compressors, and cranes. Dump trucks in every size. You need to move a couple thousand gallons of water? We got the truck. Full commercial shop for your heavy truck service needs. When you think about it, Moser Ford has a vehicle for almost every single application.
the heart of our community. We're more than just a school. Our dedicated staff ignites curiosity, critical thinking, collaboration, and creativity. With a range of programs, we nurture talents and build leaders. Our students excel driven by passion and support. Every success is a testament to hard work. Adams Central, where dedicated staff and student success go hand in hand.
Apartment living at its best with an exceptional location and affordable living. Located on 000 Road in Berne, Eastview Apartments are currently offering spacious 2-bedroom apartment homes with full-size washer, dryer, range, refrigerator, dishwasher, disposal, free maintenance, private entrances, balcony or patio, and much more. Please call 260-589-8602 for further information. We know you will be proud to call Eastview Apartments your home.
At First Bank of Berne, we believe strong local communities are good for everyone. It's why we invest in the lives and dreams of the people, businesses, and farmers in our hometowns. When you bank locally, our communities prosper because money is deposited, invested, and spent locally. At First Bank of Berne, improving the financial futures of those in our local communities is at the heart of everything we do.
When you walk through our doors, you'll find smiling faces, exceptional service, and a sense of family. With trusted financial solutions tailored to you. Discover the difference today. Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA. So you think you found the right guy on social media? It could be that person isn't who you thought they were. If you don't give out your personal information, you won't be a victim of fraud. A message brought to you by Financial Partners Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the jungle here at the Tiger Den. Ryan Walker joined alongside my partner, Brent Kunkel, who has many different titles, most importantly, the head coach of the track and field team.
Yeah, no, not anymore. That's that is officially done. It is Michael and Sebastian Baxter are the head coaches of the track program at this point.
Okay, breaking news.
Breaking news to some. But
this is why I always check before I say things, because I'm bound to be wrong, because
relax,
nobody
Walker, no
shares information with me anymore.
Hey, Walker,
well, congratulations to the man on my left, Michael Vanderkolk, who is...
I'm like I get to be the old volunteer guy now. Just kind of show up at practice when I want and hang out. So that's what I'm looking forward to that.
Well, that's exciting. We'll figure out all the details and then maybe report on some things tonight, along with this game tonight, which is the Bluffton Tigers and the New Haven Bulldogs. Tigers coming in at 5-2 on the season. Bulldogs having a little bit of a rough go around at a 1-6 record. They've got one player in particular that we will highlight throughout the night tonight. That's Alana Webb. And kind of just want to start with that a little bit. New Haven has had a rough couple years in recent history, and really in the girls basketball program hasn't had a winning record in a long time, but she certainly is one of the stars of the Northeast State Conference and one of the better players in Northeast Indiana. She's done a terrific job in her 4 years at the varsity club, and I know you got some numbers or just some notes, so go ahead and take away.
Yeah, looking at New Haven come in, obviously we start with Alana Webb, averaging 19.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 3.5 steals, leading New Haven in really every statistical category. Yeah. So what I'm interested to see tonight is kind of how Bluffton acknowledges that, right? What's the game plan coming in? We're very much of a zone team, but do they box in one? Do they triangle in two? Because one of the keys for New Haven tonight, if they hope to kind of break this little skid they're on, is can some of those role players step up? Webb's obviously going to get hers. What does that look like for the rest of the team? Obviously, she being the focal point of the defense, we'll see how Bluffton handles that early on.
And she's been a force for a long time. There's not a defense that Webb has not seen in her career. She scored 10 points per game as a freshman. That's jumped to, as you said, 19.5 points now. But being a former head basketball coach yourself with the Bluffton Tigers, many different titles, Brent Kunkel, as we will feature throughout the night tonight, including a really good cooker on Thanksgiving. I'm going to expect that Coach Doug Curtis really kind of throws the whole kitchen sink specifically towards Webb to get her frustrated tonight.
Yeah, I would imagine so they'll change up their defensive looks at her. I'm assuming she'll be the primary controller of the basketball when New Haven's on offense. So, and really kind of when she's on the defensive end, what's Bluffton's approach? You know, if she's guarding Conley Yacht or she's guarding one of those quick guards at the perimeter, attack early. Doesn't seem like New Haven has a ton of depth beyond her. Pick up a couple cheap fouls on the defensive end, get her on the bench, and then really kind of exploit that second unit.
Yeah. You called the game with Bluffton and East Noble here. As tough of a loss as that was for the Tigers, I think they learned a lot, and that's always a game that I like to mark on the calendar for Bluffton as kind of their first real early test for them. Where are we at right now in the season? I think that really helps the team say, okay, we lose this game, we can figure out some of the things that we're doing wrong, or just kind of get a measuring stick at where you're at. Norwell was a really tough game for Bluffton to play. That's the defending 3A state champs. That's a good test, but I think East Noble, a little bit more on Bluffton's kind of end of the spectrum there. Since then, I'm not sure how many games you've seen, at least on the varsity level, but they knocked off Northfield on the road. They also beat Huntington North on the road, where Sophie Eisenhut exploded, and we'll get to her in a little bit. But just in some of the games that you've been able to see, how impressed are you with the team recovering from that East Noble game so quickly and improving so fast?
Yeah, and that's one of the things in the post game I talked to Coach Curtis about was, you know, you never want to lose games, but when you can have a game like they had against New Haven, against a quality 3A opponent, a quality team in the NEA conference.
A sectional champion last year.
A sectional champion who I know brought a lot back. Those are the games you want to have early on because the schedule does set up for Bluffton to kind of go on a little bit of a run. The quality of opponent is definitely a step down from where they started with Norwell and East Noble. But you want to have those games early on so you can have things to work on in practice. Sometimes the film, when you're playing some of these teams that they've been able to run out of the gym, you don't learn a lot off watching that. You learn some by those tight, close games against good competition. So I know that was a game that Coach Curtis really wanted to have his team play in. And I think, as you've said, kind of got a little run since then and see if that carries over into tonight, obviously.
I think with a New Haven team coming in, as we mentioned before, I think Coach Curtis is going to really focus on Alana Webb tonight, the superstar senior for the Bulldogs. I think it's really good practice for the Tigers saying, okay, there might be some other good players out there for New Haven that we need to key in on. You can't just leave people open, especially down by the paint. But let's focus on this one particular player, and I'm interested to see how they kind of handle that. And I think it's a good test for Bluffton to say, hey, this is kind of maybe the light version of what we might see later on when the Schwedermans come to town at Jay County, when you're really keying in on some really, really good players like an Alana Webb, but also some talented players around. I think it's a good test for Bluffton.
And I think it's one of those things in practice, you know, the girls have seen the film or they've seen New Haven's record coming in, so they might have this preconceived notion of how the game might go. But if you're Coach Curtis and you can challenge your team, hey, we're playing one of the most complete all-around players in the area, and you kind of challenge your team, hey, let's try to keep her under her averages, right? Let's go out and set the tone and try to shut her down and see what that does to the rest of the team. I think you find that little motivation in there when you're playing against a player as good as her. Even though the team might not match that, you try to find those things as a coach to motivate your players.
We'll get to the second part of our pre-game between the Tigers and New Haven Bulldogs. We'll talk a little bit about some of the Tigers players that may be stepping it up a little bit this season with a mass exodus of seniors from last year's Tigers team.
Do you have sports injuries, knee pain, shoulder pain, headaches, arthritis pain, or just want to maintain a healthy lifestyle? Reynolds Chiropractic is the answer. Dr. Jade utilizes gentle, low-force, instrument-assisted, and hands-on adjusting. Dr. Jade treats patients of all ages, from birth to the very mature. Dr. Jade will help your injuries heal faster and help you live a more active and pain-free life. They offer BioFree, Sombra, pillows, back braces, and orthomolecular supplements. Dr. Jade is currently accepting new patients, so make your appointment today and visit Reynolds Chiropractic, where patient comfort and care are our first priority.
When I wear Betsy's clothes, I feel confident. I feel like everything is very flattering. It's stylish, but yet modest. Her actual brand, those are my favorite clothes. Betsy stands out because her prices stay consistent. I like that she keeps her prices affordable, but I also like that it's trendy stuff too. So if you have an event coming up, you can always find something fun, something colorful, something different that not everybody else is going to have.
At Decatur Dental Services, all of our offices provide complete dental care, including crowns, bridges, and dentures, teeth whitening, orthodontics and Invisalign, restorations, preventative care, cosmetics, and sports mouth guards. In Decatur, Botox and Juvederm are available as well. We have offices in Decatur, Geneva, Berne, Bluffton, and Warren to serve you. To learn more about our doctors, office hours, and insurance information, please visit DecaturDentalIN.com or like us on Facebook. New patients are always welcome, as are patient referrals, so contact us today.
You finally found the perfect car in Racing Blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Call Toby, Kyle, Barb, or Mark for your insurance needs today.
Keep going, more.
For over 70 years, Bixler Insurance has provided financial protection for our communities.
We will protect your auto, home, farm, and business of any size.
We can protect your family with a life insurance policy and help navigate your health insurance options, including Medicare and marketplace products.
The world of insurance definitely has its ups and downs.
But as an independent agency, we have strong relationships with several companies to meet your specific needs.
Stop by or call us in Berne, Geneva, Decatur, Portland, or Woodburn.
On a winning team, players get the job done right the first time. At Helena Chemical Company, getting the job done right is the only job we have. During the growing season, we show customers how to grow stronger, more profitable crops with the Helena Acre, a production system that achieves higher yields and greater returns. A key product on the Helena Acre team is Hydrahume, an organic acid that gives crops a better chance to take up more nutrients and moisture for stronger returns at harvest. To learn more, go to helenaconnects.com.
Passion. It's inside the barn at 5 a.m. It's dirty boots, calloused hands, and the energy to keep going. Passion is every step, again and again. Passion. It's giving it the best you've got. It's hard work that pays off. Show right. Feed your passion.
Ace is the only hardware retailer that carries Benjamin Moore paint at over 3,800 stores. With Benjamin Moore's premium quality, huge selection of colors, plus Ace's award-winning service, you can be confident you're getting the best. Then buy in store or online for curbside pickup or free delivery. When you want the best, Benjamin Moore Paint from Ace. Around the block, what you need in stock, with people who know their paint. Your local Ace has everything you need. And since we're right around the block, we'll deliver your paint for free.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
If you're looking for new flooring, K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years. Owners Mike and Ella Clifton, along with their amazing staff, take great pride in serving you. Check out our showroom for a variety of manufacturers and distributors consisting of carpet, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. K&N Carpet is the only Mohawk Floorscapes dealer in the Fort Wayne area. So give us a call at 260-639-3591 and come see the experts in flooring at 12108 US 27 South, or check us out on Facebook.
Back here at the Tiger Den before National Anthem starts. Thanks for tuning in, whether it be live or rewinding and watching some of the action here on the Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show. Christian Care Retirement Community is a nonprofit organization dedicated to enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate quality care. We provide a wide assortment of comfortable living options for various needs with 3 levels of care. Call 260-565-3000 to see how we can enrich your or your loved one's life. Let's knock out some of these starters here for the New Haven Bulldogs, the visiting team. As we mentioned before, the star senior guard, Alana Webb, do a lot of the scoring tonight for the Bulldogs. Joanna Ware, number 3 guard, 5'3" senior. Senior, Aries Odom. Yanaya Potter, 5'10", senior, number 22. And Hannah Goodrich, number 42, a forward at 5'10", is a senior as well. Brent Kunkel, would you like to give the Bluffton Tiger starters?
For the Lady Tigers tonight, similar starting lineup we've seen, I think, pretty much all year. Starting number 5, junior 5'7", Eden Nash. Number 21, a 5'8" sophomore playing guard, Chloe Dick. Number 22, a senior 5'8" guard, Conley Alt. Rounding out the starters here, number 24 playing shooting guard. Number 24, Carly Strunk, a junior. And then the big man in the middle, throwing it back to the Chicago Bulls. The man in the middle, the woman in the middle, Sophie Eisenhut, number 34, a 5'11" junior.
Was that a couple very terrific games lately? Tigers and New Haven Bulldogs will be up next in just a moment.
Are you in the market for a used vehicle, or are you looking for a rental van or trailer? CMA Truck and Auto provides a variety of vehicles in a variety of price ranges, and Swiss City Vans offers rental services for a range of equipment. We invite you to visit us in person at the south edge of Berne on US 27, or to visit us online at cmatruckandauto.com, where you can sort our inventory by price range. You can also visit our Facebook page, where we keep in touch with our customers and promote giveaways. Enjoy the vehicle buying process without hidden fees or high-pressure sales at CMA.
Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Bluffton is where power meets adventure. From Ram trucks built to work to Chryslers built for your family and Jeeps built to explore, we've got it all. Freedom Chrysler Dodge Jeep. Your road starts here.
Understanding our values allows us to make decisions on the best use of money. There's 4 things that we can do with it. We can live, we can give, we can owe, and we can grow. What are we spending money on? What causes are we wanting to support? From an O perspective, debt, taxes. But then growing, what is that we're saving towards? We believe that if we can help our clients manage the O and grow, it will give them great freedom to live and give. Contact us for a free consultation and we'll help you get started.
From dreamer to doer, bridging the gap between where we are and where we want to be, turning passion into profession, finding your true calling in a career, and bringing your dreams to life, it takes 2 things, the right path and the right people to walk alongside you. At Indiana Wesleyan University, we help dreamers become doers with accessible, flexible learning pathways and world-class people making world-changing connections. The road ahead, it's closer than you think. Discover the way at IWU.
Are you sick of working 12-hour shifts and weekends at your current job? Come join our team at Smith Brothers Berne, where we pride ourselves in providing our employees with a family atmosphere, a Monday through Friday work week, and a clean and air-conditioned work environment. Our employees are not required to wear uniforms and can listen to music while they work. Starting wages are $16 to $21 an hour at the end of their first year, with yearly bonus incentives and a competitive benefits package. Apply online at smithbrothersfurniture.com or in person at 356 Monroe Street in Berne.
Starting lineup introductions, beautifully displayed by Jeff Kokenauer, the voice of Tiger Athletics now, pretty much. I mean, at least for the basketball side of things. What's the most important part of every game? It's the scoreboard, right?
The scoreboard.
The scoreboard. Freedom Automotive Group scoreboard. Experience the ultimate freedom at Freedom Automotive Group of Bluffton. Our dedicated team is committed to going above and beyond to ensure you feel at ease in our showroom with our hassle-free financing options customized to meet your unique and financial situation.
That was absolutely seamless job by you there, Walker.
I try.
Yes.
I try. I got a lot of experience during the fall.
There you go. Best pregame intro song, in your opinion, Walker?
Yeah, I like the Hoosiers one better.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
I know why you like this one. It is the Purdue.
This is the Purdue, the current
Has been
Purdue
for a
one.
while.
Yeah. I'm kind of partial to When Worlds Collide. The football teams come out to that for 20 plus years. Not that anybody would know that, but
yeah, Purdue and Michigan State football, man. And that's going to conclude your Big Ten coverage of football tonight. It is all about Tiger basketball tonight. Tigers 5-2 to begin the season. 2 losses to two reigning sectional champions out of the NE8 3A schools, East Noble and Norwell. New Haven on a little bit of a slide here at 1-6 to begin their season. Just lost to Wayne by 9 though on Monday, which was yesterday. Did beat Canterbury by 32, a team that Bluffton beat by 68 points.
So that would be the one common opponent between these two squads would be Canterbury. A little bit closer with New Haven and Canterbury than it was with Bluffton. We'll see how that plays out here tonight. Tipping it off, and we're underway.
Tigers will get the ball to start this contest. Sophie Eisenhut with Conley Alt trying to drive.
New Haven playing a 3-2 zone.
Chloe Dick will shoot a very deep 3, just missed with the front iron. She's been shooting very well to start the season for the Tigers.
See New Haven's approach here offensively. Bluffton extending that defense.
And jumper won't go for Odom. Rebound, though, to the Bulldogs. Getting out to Goodrich. Goodrich deep, too, and that won't fall. But good offensive rebound from John Aware. This is a senior-heavy group for New Haven. All of their starters of the senior variety, including number 1, Alana Webb, leading scorer for the Bulldogs, one of the better players in the Northeast 8 Conference. Chloe Dick will pop a 3 from the corner, and that one falls.
Good two-man game there with Chloe and Conley attacking the paint and then replacing, finding that open spot in the corner. That's how you get teams out of a zone, is shooting over the top of it. Great shot by Chloe to start the game. Bluffton once again extending that pressure. Everyone very aware of where Webb is.
That was one of our keys in the Christian Care Retirement Community pregame show, is a turnover forced by the Tigers. Conley all up with it. Drives through a plethora of New Haven Bulldogs and gets it in with the left.
Conley always wants to get to that left hand. Head downhill towards the basket. And what is a plethora, Walker?
A lot of people in the paint.
Yes,
that's the word that came to mind. No plethora of players this time. Right hand up for Conley Alt, and the Tigers are up 7-0.
If you're Coach Curtis, this is how you want to start this game. You want to come out, you want to establish who you are early. You want to get out, run up to an early 7-0 lead on New Haven. See if they crank up the pressure here on the defensive side.
Tigers do try to crank up that pressure, and Strunk comes up with it. Conley Alt Up and in, won't fall. Got some decent defense on the other end. Sophie Eisenhut cleans it up, and we'll get to the charity stripe for our first free throws. In our Sprunger and Sprunger first quarter, founded by Corey and Allison Sprunger, from adoption to advanced elder law planning and everything in between. Sprunger and Sprunger is a full-service law firm with offices in Berne, Bluffton, Portland, Waynedale, Angola, and Fort Wayne. It is easy and convenient to visit Sprunger and Sprunger for all your legal needs.
As the season continues and teams get more and more film on Bluffton, one thing be interesting to watch is just that transition defense. What Bluffton loves to do is get the ball and just run. See if New Haven makes any kind of adjustment here, starts getting a guard back. They've been beat 4-0 on fast break points here early.
And a turnover really quickly as 24 Olivia Rush coughed it up for the Bulldogs. Our first sophomore, or first non-senior for New Haven. Dick in the middle. Kick it out to Strunk, who gets this tipped away from Webb. And due to that tip, Strunk had a fingertip on it as well. Bulldogs will get the ball back.
Good job by Chloe there, kind of spotting up in the middle of that zone. That's where you have to attack and then look to kick. Just not a very good pass out to the corner there. Defense force another turnover.
Yep, again on the other side. Strunk will take it back. Conley alt jumper. Won't fall, was close. And Webb will take charge, the defensive rebound.
Great job by Eden Nash stepping over and putting pressure there on the defensive end. Force Webb to slow up a little bit. Get the ball out of bounds.
9-0 Bluffton lead. Strunk nearly picked it off.
Great job by New Haven there.
Goodrich. It was a good pass from the center of the floor from Potter. And the Tigers will get the ball back. Very fortunate there as Goodrich just misses the jump.
Good high-low action there by New Haven. Again, against that zone, 3-2 zone. Get the ball in the middle and look to go high-low. Just not very well executed at the end of it.
Eisenhut and Goodrich. They feed it down to Eisenhut, who gets it swatted away. At least maybe a piece from Goodrich. Tigers retain it, and Conley Alt gets an and one chance here as she heads to the free throw line. Another lefty scoop, as you mentioned before.
Good offensive rebound there by Chloe. Again, moving the ball, then Conley cutting to the middle. Getting that left hand once again. Pretty sure, Walker, she is right-handed, but as much as she likes to go left, when she has the basketball in her hand, that's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem to have. And legend has it that her sophomore year she broke her hand, or at least fractured it, and practiced on the left hand while she was sitting on the sidelines and got a little friendly with the left-handed shot. Turned a bad situation into a good one. Some coaches call it, you know what, good.
Absolutely.
I think there's T-shirts for that. So
there are available. Good pressure by Bluffton up top again.
And just a little bit with the hand, Eden Nash, as the official will call it. Nearly had a trap.
Switching to a little bit more 1-3-1 trap here. If you're New Haven, again, you got to look to the corners.
And Dick working with Webb. That will go out off of Dick's knee. Haven't seen much from Webb yet, as you mentioned before. Just that defensive pressure has not been able to get the ball in the hands of Alana Webb. 19.5 points per game this season.
And seeing if you're Bluffton, what has hurt them throughout the year has just been foul trouble. You got 5 girls on this team averaging 20 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Again, in a situation like this, the way this game's playing out might not matter, but you just don't have bad habits. Picking up ticky-tack fouls 40, 45 feet away from the basket. That's the one thing that can derail this Bluffton team is foul trouble.
To your point, no subs yet for Bluffton. Strunk catching fire 3, and that one swishes home for Carly Strunk. She's been really good with a 3-ball so far this year in her first year in a Tigers uniform.
Say she's brought just an added dimension to this Bluffton team, having a consistent outside shot.
Timeout for the Bulldogs. We'll take one with them.
Are you looking for a place where Christian values meets compassionate care? Christian Care Retirement Community has an independent living, assisted living, specialized memory care, and their new short-term rehabilitation program designed for the best in recovery. The mission of Christian Care is enriching senior living with Christian values and compassionate service, rooted in faith, guided by love, and dedicated to respect and stewardship. Join them in the experience to support community where Christian values shine through. Christian Care Retirement Community, where faith and care come together.
New Haven head coach Adria King calling a timeout there midway through the first, and for good reason. Her team trails 14-0 here at the Tiger Den. Bluffton just kind of pressing cruise control and picking up the buckets on transition here as they look to do again. Eden Nash with Conley. I'll take care of this myself.
That's got to be one of the more frustrating things as a head coach, to take a timeout and then you come and have a live ball turnover right out of it. So they look like they got away with one, but did step on the line there. If you're Coach Curtis, you got to be pretty happy with this. No school today. A little bit worried about that energy level. Your team comes out, first 4 minutes, put up 16 points, haven't given up any. That's a sign of a well-coached, mature basketball team. You show up and take care of business even though you might be out of routine from the day. Nice pass.
Nice pass indeed to Sophie Eisenhut as she gets on the board here with her first bucket.
And what I like about watching Eden Nash so far this year, she's maybe not the best offensive player, but she's like one of those dirty work type of players. You can tell she really understands the game, really good on the defensive end. Great pass there to feed Sophie, though, for an easy 2.
Kind of reminds me of Madison Sonicson a little
Very,
bit
very
on the
much
hustle
so.
stats.
Very much so.
As the Tigers pick up yet another turnover, trying to get to Alana Webb. Passes to Chloe Dick, and she's got 2 more here on the pass from Conley Alt.
Good unselfish play by Conley. Had the lane on the left side, which we've talked about a couple times, but feeding that over to Chloe, get her involved in the offense a little bit here. Good 20-0 start for the Lady Tigers.
Just frustrating the Bulldogs as they tried to feed Ware again. Will end up in the hands of Yanaya Potter. The whistle is called. Tigers will have their first substitution of the first quarter as Cameron Alt comes in for Eden Nash. Goodrich in for Potter.
Bluffton going man-to-man on the out-of-bounds here. Don't see that a lot from Bluffton. Traditionally much more of a zone team. With a 20-point lead, it's one of those things you can start to work on. Good drop step move there by Webb.
Working on Conley Alt, a good defender for the Tigers too, as the Bulldogs are on the board here with about 2:40 in the first quarter.
Good backdoor cut.
Good feed from Chloe Dick, but Conley Alt not hitting with the right hand.
That's one of those plays I feel like every team in the state of Indiana runs that play. You've got the stagger screen coming off the off-ball side or the ball side. You have the usually clap, backdoor cut. I feel like every team in the state of Indiana runs that play, along with screen the screener out of bounds.
And it works so well for the most part.
It's like Novocaine, right? Give it time, always works.
This ball hit out of bounds. They'll give it to the Tigers. No contact there from Strunk, just good defense. 20-2 Bluffton lead here. Tuesday night girls basketball action.
First of 3 games for the Tigers this week.
Head to Blackford on Thursday, Southern Wells County and ACAC rival on Saturday.
For those worried, the football game will be on in the Commons if you still want to come support your Lady Tigers. I know that some of those converted Notre Dame football fans
This
might
is
have
a basketball state. What are we talking football for? Is IU good?
We'll find out Saturday.
Webb with another 2 as she gets on the board a couple times within the last minute. Chloe Dick drives. Goodrich right behind her. Hits her right in the head, and the bucket is good and the foul.
So if you're Coach Curtis, you probably are starting to think through, okay, what kind of things can I work on here the rest of this game, right? Because, you know, while the score is what it is, you're still going to get a better look against New Haven in this game tonight than you may be getting practice going against your JV team.
Right.
So you start to think about, okay, what kind of sets do I want to call? What kind of things do I want to run that It might not matter tonight, but when we're playing Southern Wells on Saturday or Blackford, we can have those things and put them on film so that we can see what we need to work on.
Drive by Ware, no good. Tigers with the rebound. Madeline Funk, who just checks into the game. Now up to Alt. Alt steps in, can't fall. Now up for two. That one won't hit for the Tigers. Rebound again to Chloe Dick. And she'll get fouled going up. Will they say it's on the shot? I'm sure they will.
Looks like we're taking it out of bounds.
No, they will not. I thought they were lining up originally. Was going up, but not more of a shooting motion.
Chloe in the corner. Great design play there.
For three, that one falls. Nothing but net from Chloe Dick that time. She's got another one, and nobody paying attention. Here come the Tigers on a fast break. Gets fouled before the shot.
Be on the floor, but that should be the 5th team foul of the quarter.
Chloe Dick at the line here, 27-4, Tigers lead. She's already in double figures with 10 points, looking for 11 and 12. She hits the first, no announcer jinx that time.
Look at you.
You always get worried when you accidentally say something like that. And knocks down the second one. Close to her average, 13.5 points per contest. Has 12 here in the first quarter. Down low to Webb. Eisenhut working. Tough bucket from Alana Webb.
She's really, really good around the basket. Shown a couple different post moves there. Turn to both shoulder. There's Conley Alt left hand.
Up for two, and she's got more. She's got 10 points as well, so 2 in double figures for Bluffton in the first quarter. Webb being pressured by Funk with 10 seconds here. New Haven looking for the last shot. Webb going to get some one-on-one here, or one-on-two.
Little confusion in terms of what they want to run.
Clock about to run out, gets the shot off, and it won't fall for Webb. And the Tigers, with that, lead 31-6 at the end of the first quarter here on Witness Media.
You're not just a homeowner, you're also a double pane window that apparently weighs 800 pounds owner. An inconveniently located electrical outlet owner. And a kitchen floor made for triple axles owner. Fortunately, you're also an American Standard owner, which means you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going, no matter what happens. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Or American Standard dealer, Don Myers, Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Ms. Lehman Realtors and Auctioneers have been serving this great community since 1960.
We are here to help you through all stages of life.
From commercial properties
to auctions
to farmland and equipment
and owning your first home.
We have the expertise and experience you can count on.
Visit us in person or online at mslehman.com.
Chloe Dick and Conley Alt in double figures already for the Bluffton Tigers as they have a 31-6 lead here in the second quarter. Now, you mentioned before, just trying to see what the Tigers want to do here, as maybe you expected the score to kind of look something along these lines. They've done a nice job on Alana Webb so far. I think that was a point of emphasis. We'll kind of see what happens as Cameron Alt steals the ball going on the other side and just gets swatted away by Khalees Sherrill.
Did call a foul, but it looked pretty clean up top. Yeah, if you're Coach Curtis, I think, again, you're happy with the effort to this point, but I think you try to continue to find ways to challenge your team, right? Never be satisfied. Okay, let's cut down on turnovers. Hey, let's try to hold this team under 25 points for the night. You know, they're on pace for 24 right now after one quarter. So I still think you try to find those built-in challenges into this game and really see how your team responds.
I think it's important to see some of the young guns, too, out on the floor. They certainly have some things that they can work on in varsity action with players that are certainly older than them, like Cameron Auld on the floor and Madeline Funk, who hasn't had a ton of time with the varsity club this season, but is getting much more time this year entering her junior campaign.
And that's one thing that Coach Curtis has talked about with this team, is trying to find ways to develop some depth. No better time than live action to get to do it. So we'll see if Funk and Cam, some of those JV players on the end of the bench there in the second half start to get some run as well.
Webb tries to use a power move, but can't get it to fall, and Eisenhut will be not fouled, but a jump ball. So we enter our Bumgarner Attorneys second quarter. For nearly 75 years, Bumgarner Attorneys have provided superior legal services to the families of Adams, Wells, and Jay counties. Webb swats this one away from Cameron Auld, who's picked up a few buckets here in our second quarter. Funk will inbound. Eden Nash couldn't handle it there, and New Haven on the other end. Quick jumper from the free throw line under pressure, and Nash with a rebound.
See, again, one of those little things there. Eden Nash kind of responsible for the turnover on the offensive end, but is the first one back on defense.
Yep.
Pressure on the basketball. You force an 8-foot jump shot instead of giving up a layup. Then you get the rebound, you run the break the other way. So great job by Eden, turning a negative into a positive.
Nash had a three if she wanted to. Did not look like she wanted to take it. Strunk towards the hoop. And the Tigers will take control.
So Walker, you seem like kind of a old school traditional basketball guy. What are your thoughts on the different colored shoes that we see out here tonight? We got some pinks, we got some purples.
Oh my. Strunk for three. Fall rebound to Webb. You're going to ask me about fashion.
I am. You have famed different socks.
Yeah, that's true. That's more of I think it's a personality thing. Go ahead and do that. Are you traditional when it comes to that?
I feel like basketball I am, but I'm also the guy who let my best receiver a couple years ago wear blue gloves. So I really have nothing to stand on. It's just more of I don't know.
How did that conversation go? Hey, coach, can I wear a different color today?
I said, then you better be a dude. So thankfully he was a dude. So you want to be a dude and wear blue gloves, I guess,
You got to earn some of those things.
And the girls out here, I mean, Chloe, Carly, they've put up numbers this year wearing their pink shoes. So, you ask kids to do a lot for the team, you know. You don't like that reference, but the team. You ask kids to give up a lot for the team. So, hey, you want to be individual and wear your pink shoes or your blue gloves.
You're pressing some funny buttons here, Coach.
As long as you're doing stuff for the team, You got to like that higher, though.
Yeah, you're pushing some funny buttons here, Coach Kunkel.
I'm talking about the Michigan State.
I know you are.
Speaking of defense, there's Cam.
See. Yeah, exactly. Carly Strunk for two. Couple pretty passes from the Tigers as they lead by 30 now.
Good left-hand finish there by Carly.
New Haven just trying to find something offensively. Not a ton of field goal attempts in this game. Tigers have done a great job picking off passes. Funk gets a hand in there and causes a travel. It's been that kind of night for New Haven so far.
I think if you're Coach Curtis, you want to keep harping on that defensive intensity, defensive pressure, Playing good, solid team defense, that's what's going to win you games when you get into January and February. You're not always going to have offensive runouts like they've got tonight. Good kick by Soph.
Chloe Dick, shot won't count as they'll call a travel. Maybe took an extra hop, perhaps. Michael's nodding to the left of me. Shot was good. Chloe is shooting very well this season, especially tonight too, if you count that non-field goal attempt. 42% from 3 so far this season, up from 27% last year. Still looking around New Haven. Now a 3 from Odom. That will roll out of bounds.
Starting to see a little frustration here by the New Haven squad, just unable to really get anything going to the basket. Sometimes that leads you to forcing up some jump shots you might not normally take.
Strong dribbles towards the right side, and that's kind of more of a hook shot.
Little baby sky hook there from Carly. And what I really like about her, she stands all of 5'1" on the roster. Good cut by Webb. Good cut, good find. I mean, she stands all of 5'1" on the roster, but she's not afraid to stick her nose and get into the paint. Really likes to attack the basket.
So many versatile players on this Tigers offense. Cameron Alt for 3. She shot it well from 3 so far this season, too. Doesn't get that one to fall, though.
I'd like to see maybe Cam take just half a second, make sure those feet were set before she puts that shot up. Great rebound by Sophie in traffic. You see, look at the run out. You've got 3 white jerseys down.
And good defense from New Haven to stop it in this particular time. Alt for 3, and she hits from deep.
And that is a part of her game that if she can be consistent from the outside, that just creates a whole new element for this Bluffton offense. Everybody on the scouting report knows she wants to get downhill, get to that left hand, get to the rim. If she can make a consistent, 30, 35% outside shot, great block by Sophie, and we got another run out.
Cameron Alt to Strunk, dribbles up, and that's good. Holding her
good shot. Found she got tagged in the nose on that shot fake, or
Tigers up 43-8. Last year they defeated the Bulldogs 84-16. As Ware will fire up a shot and get fouled, so she'll get to the free throw line.
Pretty good crowd tonight, despite weather in the forecast.
Certainly on the other side, a little bit tougher to see on your screen at home. Tigers really like to pack the place. Some New Haven fans sprinkled in on their bench side.
It has been a encouraging thing here. I've been at Bluffton now for 15 years. I believe this is maybe the first year that we've used the upper bleachers during girls' games as well. So a credit to the girls on the court, what Coach Curtis is building the program. You love when a community comes out and supports.
Conley Alt, tough drive, using her right. Just finds a way to weave in.
Great job of getting through space there. Not a whole lot of room. She typically finds a way.
Ware working on Nash. Now will take a jumper. It won't fall from the right side. And the Tigers work on the other end. Good pass.
Isla Gibson.
Isla Gibson with a nice pass indeed. 47-9 now, Bluffton. Webb feeds Goodrich. Gets swatted away by Sophie Eisenhut. We've said that a lot this season so far. She had 9 blocks, 1 more against Huntington North, and she would have had the rare feat of a triple-double that includes blocks.
She is so good at having good, active hands, but yet not getting in foul trouble. Conley Alt, you'd argue is, the MVP of the team, but I really think the most important player on this year's Bluffton team is Sophie Eisenhut. For what she's able to do on the defensive side and really controlling that paint, her getting in foul trouble is dangerous for the Tigers, more so than probably anybody else.
Very nice season indeed. 8 points per game, 11.5 rebounds per game for Eisenhut, 4 blocks a game. And she has really stepped in a role for what Maren Schreiber was able to do in the paint for Bluffton for so many years.
And the way the offense is constructed, I mean, she's not getting a ton of post touches in there. She's getting a lot of her points off of second chance and whatever else. But, I mean, those are things that don't show up in the stat sheet necessarily. The box out she does, you know, some of the things she does, the intimidation on this side, kind of out of position there, help side.
Forcing tough shots as well. I mean, that shows up at least on the field goal percentage, but not just from one individual player. Now, maybe if we had some of those Chris Collinsworth next-gen stats, we could get, what are players doing against Sophie Eisenhut
next time,
in particular.
Next time. And again, it's a 40-point game at this point, but Nash picking up her third foul.
And you did mention that before, just some of the ticky-tack fouls being one of the areas of improvement that you would like to see.
Because when Eden's in the game, it just brings an added element defensively that is not there when she's off the court. Now, again, in a 40-point game, maybe you're not going to notice it. But as we get into January and February, you get to tournament time, get to meat of the conference season, you need your best defensive unit on the field as much as possible as well.
Alt will bring things up a little slow. Let the offense develop, and flying out of bounds, getting hit, was Conley Alt.
She'll be going to the free throw line.
She will be with 5 fouls.
Foul, chance number 22, Howard, her second, team fifth. At the line for Bluffton, number 22, Conley Alt, shooting 2.
And she makes the first. And up again. 2 more points to Conley Alt tonight. Webb with it. Has a one-on-one with Conley if she would like it. Trying to work her way around. Alt doing well to stay in. Trying to drive through and poking it out of bounds was Alt.
See, that's one of those, again, one of the ways you challenge yourself in this game. If you're Conley Alt, you're trying to find ways. You're going against one of the best players in the area. One-on-one. Keeping her out of the paint and preventing her from scoring.
Working on Eisenhut and getting a tough bucket to fall. That's Sophia DeBose. Her 3rd point of the 2nd quarter.
Good feed.
Eisenhut in. Another good pass indeed from the Tigers. That's certainly something that the Tigers have been able to work on and have really perfected here tonight against New Haven. 2 seconds on the clock. Not sure if Webb realizes it. Now we'll take a 3, and that one won't fall. So our halftime score, 53-11, Bluffton leads. As we head into halftime, don't want to miss our Burn Ready Mix halftime show coming up.
Mitchell Enterprises Corporation is a trucking and feed sales company located in Bluffton, Indiana. Owner Luke Bright is a lifetime resident of Adams County and proudly sells a variety of show feeds and supplements. Sunglow and Linder show feeds are the most popular among other supplements and livestock care that they stock daily. Mitchell Enterprises would be happy to help with any of your feed needs and are always looking to hire CDL drivers in the area. Contact Luke and his team at 260-353-1050 or check them out at mitchellenterprises.com.
We plan for everything, always looking ahead to successfully navigate the ups and downs that life brings our way. So why is planning your funeral pushed to the back of the list? The answer to that question is different for everyone, but the staff at Haggard, Hershey, and Zelt want you to know that this process is easy, stress-free, and is a wonderful gift that you can give your family. Pre-plan today. Give us a call at 260-724-7167 to set up an appointment.
1 is more than a number. It's pride in our history and the promise of what's to come. 1 farmer, 1 seed, 1 season. 1 changes everything. In 1926, Henry A. Wallace and the founders of Pioneer revolutionized farming and we've been innovating ever since. 100 starts with one. Our 100th season starts with you.
These days, peace of mind starts at your front door. Innovative Concepts has been helping protect families for over 30 years with our trusted security experience. From smart cameras to burglary alarm systems with local 24/7 monitoring, we install it all. With a low monthly monitoring fee, protecting what matters most has never been easier. Call Innovative Concepts Audio Video today to schedule your free in-home consultation.
I'm Phyllis Rice, and I lived here just 1 year. I fell and broke my hip, and so walking is the best thing for me. And this is a wonderful place to walk.
Here at Adams Woodcrest, we offer assisted living with your independence in mind. We welcome your small furry friends. Come enjoy an outdoor stroll on our lovely grounds or participate in numerous activities with friends and residents. Adams Woodcrest is extraordinary living where everyone is family.
Do you know all of the services provided at Decatur Hardware and Rental? We're a U-Haul dealer. We fill grill tanks, test pool water, custom mixed paint, cut keys, ship UPS packages, cut glass, rent tents, tables, and chairs, a trencher, skid loader, tractor, sod cutter, scaffolding, and so many more items. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, or paint. Decatur Hardware and Rental can make your project much easier to complete. Decatur Hardware and Rental across from the Bungie plant. Do it best.
Steve Rich has been serving all of Adams County as a Good Neighbor State Farm agent from his office in Decatur since 1980. For all of your auto, home, life, and business insurance, Steve can show you what being a good neighbor is all about. Call or text Steve at 728-2933 or stop by his office at 230 South 2nd Street in Decatur from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. He can even meet you in the evening or on Saturday by appointment. All your insurance needs under one roof. To combine and save, talk with State Farm agent Steve Rich.
At Fisher Dental, we fix teeth. We also develop relationships with our patients and create lifelong friends.
Here at Fisher Dental, we clean, extract, and fill teeth. We also make crowns, bridges, partials, and dentures.
At Fisher Dental, we like smiles. And remember, we've got your back. And your teeth.
At Freedom Chevrolet, it's more than cars and trucks. It's people. From the friendly faces who greet you to the service techs who treat your vehicle like their very own. And a sales team who listens and cares. It's neighbors serving neighbors. That's Freedom Chevrolet. Experience the difference today at Freedom Chevrolet in Bluffton.
M&M Market on the north side of Geneva has established a sterling reputation for the food they provide. Over 150 flavors of bratwurst, a wide selection of marinated chicken and pork chops, meat and cheese trays, and a 40-foot meat and deli case full of fresh-cut meats, cut daily. Come and schedule a special event meal for any budget on your next visit. Be sure to check our Facebook page for store hours and in-store specials.
Rooted in the community and backed by extensive experience, Adams Health is here to diagnose the most complex conditions with care and compassion. We offer specialty care in women's health, orthopedics, sports medicine, urology, gastroenterology, pulmonology, neurology, and more. With multiple locations in Adams County, you'll get the care you need close to home. We see new patients quickly because your health shouldn't have to wait. Visit adamshospital.org to schedule today. Your health is our priority.
Welcome to our Berne Ready Mix halftime show. From new homes and backyard projects to factories and farms, we offer experience and service you can count on. Visit us at 155 East Buckeye Street in Berne or online at www.bernreadymix.com. 53-11. Bluffton Tigers lead over the New Haven Bulldogs. on their way to another victory, are the Tigers. Unless something catastrophic happens, they would go to 6-2 on the season. And it's a score that you might expect if you're pretty close to the situation here, or just looking at online stuff and saying, yeah, okay, I think Tigers probably have the upper hand here tonight. They've done a really good job on Alana Webb, but she's been able to get some of her points. We see where that talent is for Webb, scoring just shy of 20 points per game, but for the most part, it's been a quiet 8 points as the Tigers have just forced so many turnovers and not a lot of field goal attempts whatsoever. Just one made field goal on the Bulldog side, and that was from Sophia DeBose.
Yeah, they've really taken them out of any kind of rhythm whatsoever. New Haven having a hard time really getting anything into the half court, getting the ball down the court with any consistently. And if I'm Coach Curtis, again, you're trying to find ways to motivate your team. Having that kind of defensive intensity and effort is something you'd probably be very happy about. I'm sure that was something that addressed at halftime. Now you think about, okay, what kind of challenges can we find here in the second half? It's going to be a quick second half. Clock will be rolling, but there's still things, you never want to let the intensity drop, because once it's hard to crank it back up once you let it drop. So you always want to finish every game regardless of the score.
And obviously you coach football, you've coached basketball, you've coached a lot, and I'm not going to go through the timeline. Michael has in the media sheet, I'm sure. I'll read it off some other day. But how important, because it can be tough, say like a Bluffton program, Adams Central football program, or say a Norwell girls basketball program, they kind of keep the pedal to the metal for a long time. And I've always just been curious, when you're trying to make a deep state run, and you're playing these teams where you got to play obviously all 4 quarters, how important is it to know when to call the dogs off? Because at some point, if you're just drilling teams, you're only playing like half the game.
Right.
So how do you know when to respect your opponent, but also try to keep your team conditioned enough to where you're trying to make a tournament run? And okay, well, we were up by 40 at the half. How do you kind of balance that?
I think it's one of those things. It's obviously a game-by-game thing. One thing I always like to do if we're in that situation is to come out with the starters, right? Go through your normal halftime routine, come out, and then you're starting the second half with your starting group and getting at least, football, a drive or two. Here you go, maybe go 5 minutes, whatever the case may be, just because you get used to, okay, what's your process? Like, what's your halftime process, and when you come out, and how do you need to start a game in the second half? So I'm a big believer in coming out with starters. Depending, like basketball, they got 3 games this week. So maybe you pull back a little bit knowing, hey, we got to go on the road Thursday night. We got a conference county rivalry game on Saturday. So maybe you call things off a little bit earlier. Because really, like you said, the last thing you want to have happen is some kind of injury or something like that when you have a 40-point lead in the second half. So I think you go back with starters, so you establish that routine, and then work on a few things, and then start to get some subs rolling midway through the third quarter.
So many small things to balance as a head coach, of course. But if you're on the winning end of things, it's just small problems to have. I think you're okay with winning the game.
Talk about too, I mean, regardless of the score of the game, what is the standard at which we want to play at, right? Mike Tomlin, coach of the Steelers, is popular for saying the standard is the standard. So what is the standard level of play for us in this program? And if there's time on the clock and we're out there, we need to play to that standard, whether we're a varsity starter or we're the 10th person coming in off the bench. So you talk about the standard and the how that you do things. You try to hold kids to that while they're on the court.
Third quarter of action. New Haven with the ball. Tigers going 2-3. Start Goodrich fires a 3 and nearly gets it to fall, but Eisenhut with the rebound. Tigers were led by Conley Alt, 17 points. Chloe Dick with a couple threes with 14, and Carly Stronk with 7. That first half. Stats, thank you to Michael Vanderkolk. If they are wrong, direct your email and questions and concerns to him.
Chloe just stole that ball back with the back of her ponytail. Ball hit off the back of her head. Right place, right time. Able to get a layup in there. See, again, if I'm Bluffton, I'm not letting Webb get to her average. I mean, that's one of my goals. is to keep her under her 19.5 points.
19.5 per game, nearly 6.5 rebounds per game as well.
It's good action. Good action right there, actually, from New Haven.
Goodrich
Get the ball in the middle. Go again, high-low. Giving that up a couple times tonight for Coach Curtis. That's something you can point to on film.
Chloe Dick hits the front rim. Rebound to Potter. Ware tries to feed Goodrich through a pair of Tigers. And it'll be turnover, trying to fit it through. Clock rolling here in the third quarter. Bluffton up big. Dick in the corner, now drives.
Good
reverse
take.
In for two. Had a very nice freshman year and an even better sophomore year. And Sophie Eisenhut
Sophie with the block.
Alt hits for two, and it just continues for the Tigers.
And having been on the other side of games like this, if you're New Haven, you're trying to find any kind of thing positive. You want to keep coaching your kids. You never want to feel like the kids to feel like you've given up. Okay, so you want obviously to keep coaching your kids and keep holding them to that standard, even as the score is what it is, because you're trying to build something as we head into the rest of the season. A long way to go in the season, not even halfway to it yet. I think they have their full run of any 8 opponents to play.
It's going to be a tough conference again this year.
An absolute grind of a conference as you look at it.
You start with Norwell, and return to everybody. Then
Belmont brings everybody back, and they're really good and young.
They'll be contending for the conference as well, though. They just lost by 20. I think it was 20 to Homestead the other night. Of course, Norwell knocking off the Spartans before Thanksgiving break. It's a big win for them.
And having seen East Noble up close, they're very talented and skilled. Columbia City is good year in and year out. That is an absolute grind of a conference.
Well, that's 3 sectional champs that we just mentioned, and we're not including Belmont, who lost to Norwell in that sectional. Belmont will almost assuredly win that sectional this year as Norwell bumps up to the highest class. So that's really half the conference winning a sectional. So New Haven will have their hands very full. It's a good football conference, as I'm sure you are well aware of, too.
Another run out. Great pass.
One-handed baseball pass, indeed, from
That was
Chloe Dick to
impressive.
Conley. Oh, it's another 2.
That was impressive. Zip that one down there. If we still had Powder Puff here at Bluffton, Chloe could be a candidate for the sophomore class quarterback.
And out of bounds. We'll keep it here with New Haven. Clock continues to run. In our K&N Carpet third quarter, K&N Carpet has been locally owned and family operated for over 50 years with various carpets, hardwood, ceramic, laminate, vinyl, LVT, and area rugs. See the experts at K&N Carpet at 12108 US 27 South in Fort Wayne. For 3, Chloe Dick, and it's good. Another triple for Chloe. And Coach Curtis.
See about that 5-minute mark. Starts to go with some subs.
He must have been tuning into halftime.
And who wouldn't, Walker, with you and I doing this together. The 3 girls at the end of the bench I know played all 4 quarters of the JV game. So they would not see action in the third here.
And Nash picks up her 4th foul here in the third. Something that you were mentioning earlier.
Again, those are little things. Again, as you look at this game, if you're Coach Curtis, you want to get tightened up, right? It doesn't matter in a 50-point game against New Haven, but in a tight game in the fourth quarter, you're playing the Schwedermans at Jay County, playing Woodland, who brings a lot of girls back from last year's team, who gave Bluffton a game. Those little things matter.
Sherrills will hit the second. Sophomore. 66-14, Tigers lead. Someone's shoe is untied. That will stop the clock.
So we stop the clock for shoe tying. Okay.
It's a safety hazard.
These are things I'm learning.
Chloe Dick drives, floater, got some contact on the ball there.
Probably not getting that call.
Nope.
Up 42.
Floater
good
is
move
good.
There.
That falls for Olivia Rush.
We've talked about fashion. Those are some sparkly silver shoes.
It kind of matches the Bulldogs scheme a little bit. Silver and gold. Black and silver if you're a Las Vegas Raiders fan.
And why would you be?
My dad is. Be careful.
Okay. Easy now. Struck a nerve on that one, Walker. Wow.
I told you he pushed the buttons tonight. Yeah, we have an odd family of professional teams. My dad is all over the place.
Okay.
I think he liked some of the dirtier teams. He's a Broad Street Bullies Flyers fan. Chicago White Sox. If he's listening, he's going to kill me. And then Philadelphia 76ers.
And then the Oakland or Las Vegas Raiders.
Yes, the Raiders. He's loving his professional sports experience right now.
I'm sure he is.
And my brother loved the logos of some of the teams in Arizona growing up. So Coyotes.
Dude, the
now
Coyotes,
Utah
fantastic
Mammoth.
logo.
But now the Utah Mammoth, he does like the logo, so that's cool. Arizona Diamondbacks.
Another cool logo.
But then Jacksonville Jaguars.
Okay.
Love the Jaguar and just stuck with it. Cool story.
At least you stick with it. We're going to get a shot here.
Gibson being heavily defended, and that's how we end our third quarter and Ryan Walker's family professional sports team coverage. 66-17, Tigers lead.
Looking to elevate your construction project? Schwartz Contracting is here to deliver. With over 20 years in the industry, owner Dan Schwartz has been providing reliable home construction, barn buildings, pole barns, garages, barns, and barn dominiums throughout Adams County and beyond. When it comes to building your dream home or an impressive new barn, Dan Schwartz and his team are the ultimate champions. When you choose SCI, you're getting a team that brings expertise and commitment to take down every project. They're all about getting the job done right. Are you ready to tackle your next project? Contact Dan Schwartz at 260-525-0266, Schwartz Contracting, where solid construction is always the winning move.
Since opening Miller Land Surveying in 2005, we've grown to not only service Adams County, but the entire Northeast Indiana region. Business growth has led us to expand with additional field crews, advanced technology, locations in both Monroe and Fort Wayne. Miller Land Surveying partners with various clients to aid in residential and commercial real estate transactions, development of schools, industrial parks, subdivisions, various commercial development projects, and more. At Miller Land Surveying, precision and professionalism is where we draw the line.
8 more minutes to play here. 66-17, Bluffton leads over New Haven tonight. Tuesday night girls basketball action. Ryan Walker alongside my partner and head coach of many things, Brent Kunkel. To my left, we got Michael Vanderkolk, and then way up top, Aiden Teeple and friends.
From the rafters, Teeple. And friends,
yeah,
yes.
He's up there.
And
I don't know what friends. I think we have a swimmer up there.
I think one's his brother, so I don't know if it counts as a friend or not. Another turnover by New Haven.
I guess it depends on what they're arguing about.
That is true.
Gibson for 3. Rebound the other way to Sherrills. It was halted by Conley Alt. On the other end, New Haven trying to find some offense. working on Eisenhut. A good pass to lead in, and a good bucket down low by Yanaya Potter. A good initial pass to get her to that point.
Cam a little bit slow on that defensive help side rotation with Sophie fronting. Good entry pass from New Haven, good finish. Again, if you're head coach at New Haven, trying to find any kind of positives in a game like this that you can build on, and good execution there.
That'll get New Haven to 20. Cameron Alt catching fire three. That one falls for
like that
the
inside out with Sophie to Cameron. You know, again, we talked about Sophie doesn't get a ton of opportunities on the offensive side of the court, but good little inside-outside game there.
Using the glass, Lise Sherrills. Some positives for New Haven in the second half offensively. Eisenhut.
Good pass by Conley there.
Conley. Conley said, I've got enough. I've got 21. As Bluffton looks like they will be subbing in some more players here from the JV squad. Funk out there right now with Conley Alt, who gets fouled and will head to the free throw line. So Thanksgiving was good for you and the fam.
Oh, fantastic. Best day of the year, Walker,
Yeah.
although this was the first year where deep frying the turkey, a fireball did emerge at one point.
Oh,
so
Pitbull showed up.
It was, you know, one of those things. Glad I had on proper attire. So, yeah, it was heart rate jumped up a little bit there. So, little water in the turkey oil did not mix well. But favorite day of the year, we had 4 turkey fryers going. I think we did 11 birds that morning.
That's awesome.
So big Kunkel gathering, and then other friends showing up, and you know, one of my favorite days of the year. The dream, though, Walker, would be to be deep frying turkeys at Fred F. Park Field and then go out to practice. That is cool. That is the ultimate dream.
That'd be cool.
So.
Who cooks with you?
I got my turkey crew, which is my cousins. They head down early, end up making some breakfast on the flat top, and then we kind of make it an all-day thing. Dinners are, we eat it around noon. So
in time for a football game an hour later.
In time for a football game. So shout out to the turkey crew.
I can't help but ask, just seeing what goodness was in those. What do you call those that you make them in?
Turkey fryer?
Yeah, the turkey fryer. I couldn't help to ask. It looked good.
It was, like I said, my favorite day of the year.
And we had some good football games as well on Thanksgiving Day. Michael and Ryan agreeing with the Green Bay win over Detroit. Just some good football all around.
Who would be your current Super Bowl matchup, Walker?
I think I have to go with Rams and Patriots.
Rams and Patriots.
Yes.
No love for you. Don't think you think the Bears are a fraud? Current number one seed.
I need to see more. I think the Eagles win was very impressive.
Sure.
Gibson with a bucket in the paint. Good to see those JVers getting some, or not JVers, but some of the bench players for Bluffton getting in on the scoreboard.
Bridget Steffen, sophomore, JV player. We're going to have a substitution timeout.
Yes, for one particular player, near and dear to the heart of one of us.
I'm telling you, we don't need to feed the post here. if we are the Tigers. But we'll see what happens.
Cora Kunkel checks in, patrolling the paint. Tigers will get the ball back, 79-24. Here's where
And if you're a JV player, you get a chance to play in the varsity game. That's always a special moment, regardless of the score.
we'll fight for the ball between DeVos and Fry. New Haven will win it based on possession arrow. In the paint, and it won't fall. Get 2 free throws coming up for the Bulldogs.
If you're going to get in the game, you need to get into the book somehow. So getting in there and getting a foul gets a recorded stat for number 33 on the Tigers.
I'm going to assume most of our audience knows what we're talking about, but this is Kunkel's daughter.
Her old man didn't leave any fouls to give. You know, they give you 5. You know, how quickly can you use those 5?
In a span of 1:15, hopefully not many.
That would be some kind of record. And I thought the clock stopped on free throws.
I thought it did too. I think it's been
maybe
kind of 50-50
we're just rolling here.
Fry with the bows. Now Madeline Funk with it. In the corner to Funk. Trying to run some offensive sets here at the varsity level. Gibson now to Kunkel. And New Haven on the other side tries to Hail Mary, and this one's picked off by Fry. At least for the time being, will be New Haven's ball with 20 seconds to go. We'll have Coach Doug Curtis coming up with the post-game interview. We'll talk a little about Tigers and Bulldogs on our Keystone Cooperative post-game show. Talk about the Tigers' victory, what it means for them, and some standout performers as the Tigers get a 79-24 victory over New Haven tonight here at the Tiger Den. We will be right back here. Don't want to miss post-game show and interview with Coach Curtis.
Building people's dreams for the past 19 years, Marquee Builders offers a complete design build experience. Whether you're looking to build a new home or just update your existing home, we offer a full range of construction services to Adams and the surrounding counties. If you need help visualizing your project, we have a full-time design staff that can work with you to create the look of your dreams. Big or small, the attention to detail and exceptional quality is what all of our customers have come to expect. Give us a call for your free consultation or stop in and visit us at our showroom in Berne.
Here at RK Financial, we're proud to serve the families and businesses that make our communities strong. We know the value of hard work, and we know how important it is to protect what you've built and what matters most. Whether it's retirement planning, investment guidance, or reviewing your insurance needs, our local team is here to provide personal, practical advice you can count on. RK Financial. Give us a call today.
For nearly 70 years, Baumgartner attorneys have provided dependable legal services to you, your parents, and your grandparents.
With both Dave and Nick Baumgartner providing legal services, you can be assured that we'll be here for generations to come. Whether your legal needs include estate planning, estate settlements, real estate, corporations, LLCs, or personal injury, we're here to serve you.
So come and visit us in Berne or call 589-3139. Baumgartner Attorneys, legal services for you and your family.
At Southern Wells, we are dedicated to offering unique educational experiences.
Our exceptional career and technical education and College Core programs provide hands-on learning that prepares students for various careers in higher education and also instill a deep respect for hard work and innovation.
Collaboration between students and staff is at the heart of everything we do. Our family values guide us as we prepare our students to succeed beyond the classroom.
Welcome to Southern Wells, where people are empowered to become their personal best.
Here at Berne Ready Mix, building strong communities is not just something we say. It's something we do. We are proud to be a part of the residential, commercial, industrial, and municipal projects in the communities we serve. Contact us to discuss your next project.
At the University of St. Francis, we believe everyone's made for greatness. Here, students are inspired to reach higher, academically, personally, and spiritually. We're not just shaping minds, we're forming servant leaders with purpose and heart. Rooted in faith and tradition, we prepare students to live lives of virtue, service, and joy. This is where faith meets reason, and where students discover who they're truly called to be. Discover greater.
Innovative instruction, award-winning programs, exceptional curriculum. At South Adams, we believe in the power of community. Here, we support each other, celebrate together, and treasure what truly matters most: family. We are Starfires.
Any brand, any color. You break it, we'll fix it. Newsbob Mechanical is located just north of Berne, along with over 175 years of combined service in the field. Newsbob Mechanical offers a wide range of rental equipment and attachments. If you're looking to upgrade your equipment or starting from scratch, whether it's new or used, they can help to find the right machine for you. Stop and see the full line of Gale and Manitou equipment with leasing and financing options available, along with their full line of Manitou parts and attachments. Call 260-589-3802 to find out what we have to offer.
Back here at the Tiger Den with Tigers head coach Doug Curtis. Thanks for joining us up here post-game as Tigers beat the New Haven Bulldogs. Coach, you'll have a few games like this throughout the year where you just kind of dominate an opponent from start to finish. You probably have an idea when those games are. Tonight, what were some of the things in particular maybe you were hoping to see out of your team? Were you trying anything different or hoping to see something?
Like you said, we usually put time in watching teams so we know what we have going into that. And so we knew there was a possibility that we could get out early on them and get away from them a little bit. So, yeah, at the beginning we were playing a lot of multiple defenses between our matchup and man and half-court trap. We didn't get into our full-court press. I keep waiting too long to run that part, and then we don't get to do it. But we got the other three in that are our main defenses, and we want to keep working on those all year so we can run those at the end. I really liked our aggressiveness coming out of there because that's what you do. You're trying to run your stuff and get away from them, and we were able to turn them over a bunch and get it going.
How much was the focus on the defense to kind of maybe lean a little bit towards number one, Alana Webb tonight?
Yeah. She's they're obviously their main player, and last year they put her in the high post, which presents a problem for us a lot of times. The way we're going to cover that, we have a couple different ways we do that. This year in the film, they hadn't put her in the high post too much, so we thought we could take her away pretty easy at the very beginning, and then you saw they kind of got her in the post a little bit, and then we had to be a little bit. But that's why we played so much man tonight, is because if they're going to run her in the post, I want Sophie to be free to block shots and do other things.
Right.
First of all, I don't want her in foul trouble. Secondly, they have post players, so we can't have Sophie looking for her all the time. So we played a little bit more man than I probably normally would in a game like that.
Coach Kunkel brought something up earlier, and just saying he was impressed to see a game sometimes throughout the basketball season when you got a Thanksgiving break, you got a Christmas break at some point, and you got some big games, there's just a lot that gets thrown at your team. He was impressed to see how quick they got on their feet after not having school today. They're coming off of a Thanksgiving break. Is there anything that you try to emphasize as you try to refocus your team after some of those things?
I think they do a really good job in practice of getting after it every day. So we can make our practices whatever we want, obviously, and what we try to do here is make them a little shorter and very up-tempo and super aggressive, so that, first of all, we don't have to go very long. Secondly, that's what the game's supposed to look like. So you practice like you play. And then we do a ton of shooting in practice. And they do a really good job when they come into practice of being focused like that, and then that leads to them playing like they did tonight. So, yeah, we're trying to really focus on those things that we do in practice every day, and that makes them, like you said, the time off doesn't hurt them maybe as much as it does some teams.
Well, Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and congrats on another win tonight for you Tigers.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
Thanks.
We'll head to a break. Coach Kunkel will join me for some post-game show stuff.
We are Best One.
The best tires. The best customer service.
Since 1948, Best One has been delivering quality and dependable tires and full-service automotive care to our customers. Best One, selling tires, serving people. We are Best One.
Visit our store or bestoneofmonroe.com to shop tires, request an appointment, and more. See these? See us at Best One of Monroe. Selling tires, serving people.
Bluffton Harrison MSD, schools of excellence, schools of choice.
Every moment matters.
In a world worried about the next post, next purchase, next minute, what if we focus on the important over the fleeting? Invest in what lasts. With Everence, grow a fresh outlook to your financial future with financial services rooted in enduring values, faith and purpose, community and love, sharing and giving. Join Everence and make an impact.
At Swiss Village, our mission is simple: pursuing life together. Every day, we create a community where life is full, active, and meaningful. Here, neighbors become friends, team members feel like family, and every moment matters. Whether you're searching for a vibrant place to live or a rewarding place to work, you'll find it here at Swiss Village. Swiss Village, pursuing life together. Learn more at swissvillage.org.
Our Keystone Cooperative post-game show here with Ryan Walker, myself, Ryan Walker, and Brent Kunkel. Post-game show is brought to you by Keystone Monroe Energy Team in Monroe, Indiana. Stop by our office at 221 West 100 South Monroe, or call us today at 260-692-6111 for any fuel, propane, or grease and oil needs. Coach Kunkel, it really just kind of boiled down to Tigers defense today and just imposing their will that way to score on offense, getting some transition buckets, but also another good shooting night for players like Chloe Dick, Carly Strunk, Conley Alt. couple players off the bench as well, just getting in some of their points and good shots off, and that's just really the Tiger way lately.
And I think if you're Coach Curtis, you're happy about the fact that you come into a game as a heavy favorite and you went out and you took care of business.
Mm-hmm.
That's what good teams do, is you don't let a team that you're significantly better than hang around, right? And from the early jump, I think we had a note 20-0 to start, or somewhere in there's a 20-0 run, whether start the game or whatever. The game was over quick.
Yep.
And if you are Bluffton, that's what you want in a game like tonight. You come out, you execute your stuff, you get off to a great start, you kind of maintain that, you coast to the end, save some legs as you head into 2 more games this week, with a big conference showdown on Saturday and a good non-conference game on Thursday night.
They'll be at Tigers will be at Blackford Thursday, and Southern Wells will come to town here at the Tiger Den on Saturday. Bluffton will go into that Thursday game now 6-2 on the season. New Haven falls to 1-7. Without further ado, let's get to our Berne Witness Player of the Game, sponsored by FM Investments Raymond James. For investments, finances, or retirement planning, call 260-368-9939 to set up an appointment at FM Investments Raymond James. Tonight we picked Carly Strunk for the Tigers. Does a lot of some of the hustle things, as we're talking about Eden Nash does as well. Does a lot of those hustle things, runs really well in transition, put up 9 points tonight for Bluffton, and she has just been a really consistent shooter and all-around player in this starting rotation.
And one of the things that's impressed me most about her is she does give Bluffton the ability to have that outside threat. When you look at Conley, she's going to score the majority of her points slash into the basket. Chloe does a good job of penetrating to the lane as well. But you have Carly out there who can spot up and knock down an open shot, something like a Madison Sonicson.
Yep.
That the Tigers had last year. That just gives that offense an extra dynamic to where when the defense does collapse into the paint and you can find a spot-up shooter out there to knock some stuff down, that does tremendous things for your offense.
It's been a huge addition for the Tigers this year, coming from Norwell High School from the last few years. Bluffton with a big win, 79-24 over New Haven. Thanks for tuning in to Witness Media tonight.